In a world where the truth often hides in the most unlikely shadows, two young twins discover that their family history is not just a simple chapter, but a complex thriller that challenges all limits of imagination. Emily and Emma, born in Massachusetts, carry with them a secret that could either destroy or completely rebuild their lives. Imagine two identical sisters, raised with love by a dedicated family, who suddenly find themselves at the center of an investigation that connects a dark criminal past, a heroic grandmother who risked everything to protect the May biological father, involved in an international crime network, a DNA test that will change everything forever. Each page of this story is like a piece of a dangerous puzzle, where the truth is more astonishing than any fiction. What happens when familial love meets a past that refuses to stay buried? Prepare for a journey that goes beyond genetics, where identity, courage, and protection intertwine in ways you never imagined. Be ready to unravel a mystery that promises to shock, move, and completely transform your understanding of family, origin, and destiny. This is not just a story, it is a real thriller that challenges all limits of what we believe we know. And there were Emily and Emma, two identical twins from Boston, immersed in a mystery that would change their lives forever. The attic of their grandmother's house, filled with dusty memories and well-kept secrets, held an object that would trigger a surprising investigation, an untouched DNA kit, waiting to reveal truths hidden for decades. On a sunny autumn Sunday, the sisters decided to clean the attic, that space full of family stories and memories. "Look what I found!" exclaimed Emma, holding the DNA test kit with a sparkle of curiosity in her eyes. Emily, always more pragmatic, raised an eyebrow and smiled, thinking of the possible revelations that simple object could bring. The connection between the twins was something almost telepathic, a complicity that went far beyond DNA, or so they thought. Little did they know that this moment of apparent relaxation would be the beginning of a journey that would test family bonds, reveal buried secrets, and completely transform their understanding of their own identities and origins. The genetics lab in Boston felt like an aseptic and tense environment, with its white walls and high-tech equipment strategically spread out. Emily held the envelope with the results, her hands slightly trembling, while Emma watched every movement with a mix of anxiety and pulsating expectation in her almond-shaped eyes. "Kiss." "Something is not right," murmured the genetic technician, her eyebrows furrowed as she carefully analyzed the document. The twins' gazes crossed instantly, that silent communication that only those who share the same womb understand. The red alert on the document clearly indicated "specialized follow-up required," a phrase that would completely transform the fate of those two young women. At that exact moment, the silence of the lab was broken by the sound of the phone, and the expression of the geneticist changed drastically. Something between surprise, concern, and a certain contained fear. "We need to call the police," she said, her voice trembling slightly, unaware that she was about to trigger an investigation that would shake the foundations of that seemingly ordinary family from Massachusetts. The Boston Police Department felt like a bustling hive of activity when Emily and Emma were led into a discreet interrogation room. Dusty files and old maps covered the walls, creating an environment that mixed mystery and investigation. Detective Anderson, a middle-aged man with keen eyes, flipped through the DNA test documents with almost surgical concentration. "You are the key to unraveling a case that has been shelved for 16 years, Anderson revealed, his deep voice echoing in the silent room. The twins exchanged surprised glances, feeling the weight of those words. An unresolved kidnapping. case in the New England area, which had long awaited a solution, now found in these two young women an unexpected hope for justice. The scattered files on the table told a fragmented story of pain and mystery. Old newspaper clippings, faded photographs, and incomplete police reports formed a puzzle that was just beginning to make sense. "We never imagined that a simple DNA test could connect us to something so complex," Emma whispered, feeling fate weaving its invisible threads of connection and revelation. The traditional house in the Cambridge suburbs seemed to hold more secrets than its colonial facade let on. The grandmother's diaries, kept in an old wooden box with rusty metal details, awaited to unveil a story that had remained silent for decades. Emily, with delicate movements, opened the first volume, feeling the scent of aged paper and stored memories. "My God, Emma, look at this," exclaimed Emily, her trembling voice revealing the impact of the discovery. The diaries narrated a complex plot of protection, fear, and unconditional love. The grandmother had secretly left the twins in the house, creating an elaborate network of protection against a biological father involved in criminal activities that threatened the girls' existence. Each page revealed a chapter of courage and sacrifice. The grandmother, like a true guardian, had woven a meticulous plan to preserve the lives and identities of her granddaughters. Handwritten words, some almost illegible with time, told a story of survival that went far beyond what Emily and Emma could imagine in their most intimate moments of family curiosity. The family living room, decorated in soft shades of beige and brown, became the stage for a conversation that would forever change the family dynamic. The mother, sitting on the old leather sofa, held the twins' hands with an intensity that revealed more than words could express. "You are my daughters, no matter what this DNA test says." Her voice trembled between emotion and determination. Emma felt tears forming as Emily maintained a fixed gaze, processing every word of that revealing moment. Identity, once so solid and unquestionable, now seemed like a liquid concept, slipping through their fingers like fine sand. "Mum, we need to understand," Emily said, her voice low and controlled, demonstrating a maturity that went beyond their years. The conversation floated between unanswered questions and affirmations of unconditional love. Each word was like a piece of a complex puzzle, where genetics seemed to be just a minor detail in the face of the true love that united that family. The bonds that connected them were much deeper than any laboratory test could reveal. Detective Anderson's office was an austere environment, filled with files and old photographs that told stories of unsolved crimes. With precise movements, he spread documents across the table that revealed the complex criminal network of the twins' biological father, a man whose name seemed to evoke a mix of fear and mystery among local authorities. Now we have a history that proves his involvement with an international human trafficking network, Anderson explained, his eyes fixed on the twins who absorbed every word as if they were unraveling a personal enigma. The yellowed photographs showed a hard-looking man with scars that seemed to tell stories of violence and survival in the margins of his own existence. The investigation revealed layers of a criminal underworld that had been operating in the shadows of Massachusetts for years. A complex web where the twins' biological father was just another character. Each document, each police report, seemed to add another chapter to this story that went far beyond a simple case of family identity. The time-worn diaries revealed a narrative of courage that went far beyond what the twins could imagine. The grandmother, with her delicate yet firm handwriting, described every detail of the threats received, painting a picture of terror and protection that permeated the urban environment of Massachusetts. Her words were, like an invisible shield built with love and determination. "It is you. I need to protect them at all costs," read one of the pages, the ink slightly faded by the passage of years. Emma and Emily felt each word like a posthumous embrace, now understanding the silent sacrifice their grandmother had made. The subtext of the diaries told a story of resilience, a testament to how familial love can overcome the limits of fear and adversity. No? The detailed description of the threats showed a dark world surrounding the family. The grandmother had become a silent strategist, weaving a protective network that would keep her granddaughters away from the dangers that lurked around them. Each page was a chapter of courage, each word an act of love that transcended any biological bond. The family dining room, illuminated by the golden light of late afternoon, became the stage for a gathering that would forever seal the family ties. Tears, hugs, and words of love filled the space, transforming any doubt about origin into an absolute certainty of belonging. The mother, with her unwavering wisdom, embraced the twins as if she wanted to merge their hearts into a single feeling. "Family is not about blood, it's about choice," said the matriarch, her voice choked with emotion, making Emily and Emma understand that true identity is built through love, care, and protection. Each exchanged glance between them represented more than a genetic bond. It was a deep, almost mystical connection that transcended any DNA test or family history. The secrets that once felt like heavy burdens now transformed into wings of understanding and acceptance. The family's resilience shone brighter than any mystery, revealing that the choices we make are far more important than the circumstances that surround us. A new chapter was being written, not with ink and paper, but with hugs, tears, and unconditional love. Autumn in Massachusetts painted the streets of Cambridge with shades of red and gold, perfectly symbolizing the transformation the family had experienced. Emily and Emma, now closer than ever, represented not just a genetic bond, but a living testament to how resilience can overcome the most complex and dark challenges of a family story. The culture of the American Northeast, known for its strength and determination, echoed in the subtext of that story. Each challenge faced by the twins was like a silent tribute to the generations that preceded them, showing that true courage lies not in avoiding fear, but in crossing it hand in hand with those who love us unconditionally. The lessons learned went far beyond a simple case of identity discovery. They were a universal call for each person to understand that our true origin is not in documents or genetic tests, but in the ability to choose, love, and reinvent ourselves in the face of the adversities that life presents us. Delete is same that it be true. And then we reach the end, or would it be just the beginning? Just imagine how many stories like Emily and Emma's are close to us, waiting to be discovered. How many family secrets await the right moment to come to light. The true courage lies not in discovering the truth, but in having the strength to accept it. Mais. This phrase perfectly summarizes the journey of these two extraordinary women. They are not just twins, they are survivors. They are not merely victims of a complex past. They are the protagonists of their own story. My Dieu. Perhaps deep down, you also have a story to tell. Perhaps there are chapters of your own family story waiting to be unveiled. I'm not saying you should go investigate everything, but what if? Just what if for a moment you looked beyond the obvious? If you paid attention to the untold stories, the silences filled with meaning. Life, my friend, is much more fascinating than any movie. And sometimes the only thing that separates us from incredible discoveries is a simple, more attentive look. Would you like to continue this conversation?